hello. This is
Hi.
Gen Wars. We're
Yes.
watching Transformers Generation 1 in a combative conversation. Thank you for sticking around and seeing all the previous content. And if you haven't, there's lots of episodes because we are watching every episode of G1's Transformers and comparing it to Beast Wars, the Millennial introduction to Transformers. So this is the Gen X versus the Millennials, the filthy, dirty, no good Millennials. And I have Nick from Fire Hazard 508 Creations. He's here. How you doing?
Yes, doing good. We had a little bit of a life break and from the show for a while, work and projects and whatnot. As you see, I might be playing some games over on Funky Games, so we're getting a little blasphemous going. And then I get to go razz Steven while he plays a little Pokemon Scarlet and whatnot. So we've been juggling a lot of things.
Lots going on. Nick has
just
been
kind of got
reviewing
pushed to the
G.I.
side for a minute.
Joes, all that good stuff. Yeah, but we're here.
And then all my G.I. Joes, but we're gonna get back into it now.
We're into it, and so we are on episode 4 of
episode 4, correct.
G1 Transformers, and Nick has included the lovely links that you can watch along with us. So we highly recommend you watch the episode along with us. We're putting it all out there because we want the honest reaction to these two IPs that are really trying to bring in audiences to the Transformers line. So we're doing a lot of debate and discussion on the merits of the shows, so we want you involved. Make sure you like and subscribe. Put down in the comments your opinions on all things Transformers. Tell us we're wrong. That's our favorite thing. When we're wrong, we want to know about it. So tell us how we're goofing up in the comments below. So we appreciate that. Nick, give us the countdown.
All right, everybody pull up your episode 4, G1. Let's go on go. How about that? So I'll go 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Ready?
I'm here for it.
3, 2, 1, go.
I will say, just right out the gates, I really miss the airbrush aesthetic from this era, and it even goes into things like the Star Wars movie posters and stuff. I really miss that. I think it's something that's not really emulated too much in modern day, especially with AI art and digital replication of art styles. Something about that airbrush aesthetic just hasn't translated to common era, in my opinion. As much as I've tried.
Got left. It kind of got left. It got left behind, which is kind of sad.
Yeah,
it is kind of sad that we didn't carry a lot of that forward. I mean, some of the AI stuff maybe, but other than that, it just kind of got left back then, and that's where it got left.
Something. Left it on the table. We're gonna let this play out, but something I wanted to bring up on the airbrush thing, when you went to the mall, the airbrush T-shirt stops and all that stuff that had the Tweety Bird and Sylvester airbrush shirts.
That's something that got left back in the 90s too.
I miss that. I would love to see that at they don't even do street fests or carnivals or anything like that anymore. I rarely see those going on.
Yeah, I haven't been to anything like that in a while, but I mean, I'm assuming there's still an art form of it out there. We just don't see it a lot.
I would want it. Oh, so Cliff Jumper is suffering from PTSD. Is that what we just saw?
A little bit. He's a little jumpy. Also, okay, so in watching this, I was like, how much time has passed? Mm-hmm. And there was one line of dialogue. They said a few months. So a few months had passed from when they shot down Megatron. And what I noticed is Megatron and the guys apparently build a whole city down under the water where their ship is. And this is something I actually wanted to bring up. Okay, we know they're robots. They do their... How much time does it take for them to build stuff? Because they're robots, does it take a shorter amount of time to build stuff?
Yes. Okay. And also they went down with a significant amount of energon as well. So I'm assuming they had the full nexus of like we're just gonna like hide out down here, get really established, like really set up a like satellite encampment.
It's a whole city.
Yeah.
If we
well, I mean, in comparison to Cybertron, like it's
True.
small.
But it was I stopped it, rewound it, and I was like, wait a minute, was there a full city down there?
Yes. If I remember correctly, there's like a substantial amount of Decepticons. Like, there's more Decepticons because you've got all the Seekers, I think the Wreckers, and like the core Megatron's like entourage on the ship.
They're in this. Well, up to this point, and in this episode, we only see 4 of them. We see Starscream, Megatron, Shockwave, Soundwave. He was the maybe he was his tape, one of his tapes.
Prowler. Well, Skywarp's with them and stuff too, because I'm trying to think back like to the trilogy of episodes.
Yes.
There's like objectively more Decepticons than Autobots in these engagements, even though there seems to be like quite a few Autobots.
We actually have more Autobots in this one. There seems to be less Decepticons. Mm-hmm. And I was actually curious. I was counting them as they kind of popped up, and I was like, nope, there's only 4. There's only 4 again. Okay, there's 5. Then there's 4 again. I'm like, where are they all?
So perceptively, the Decepticons have taken substantial loss.
Exactly.
Okay.
At least that's what we're led to believe. Or maybe they just didn't. Because I guess we never really... Yeah, I guess they did have a lot of... we never saw them repair everybody during the big fight in the first one. In the first set of 3 episodes.
Okay, yeah, so
I guess it would be the first episode.
There's 2, so we've definitely got Skywarp and 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then there's Soundwave is there.
Yeah.
And then there's one other, and I mean, if you want to count Ravage and what's the bird's name? Why can't I think of Laserbeak? Thank you.
This is supposed to be totally your fight. This is your.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. Well, this also, like, I keep getting Ironhide and Ratchet mixed up because in the Bayverse movies, Ironhide looks completely different, and this one it's red and white, and figure out which one it is.
Definitely a product of the time, but I love how recolors have been adapted, like in newer IPs, especially. The Bayformers do a great job in character design. I don't think anyone ever has a problem with character design as far as look and feel of the Bayverse characters.
I think there was a lot of like a pushback as to these are very simple designs where he went over the top. Every I guess we're putting them in the real world, so it's a real car, so it has a lot of real hoses and tubes and pipes and stuff. So all of that has to kind of move and adjust with them.
Yeah, I actually got to meet one of the concept designers for the Bayverse Transformers when I was at university, and it was really cool. He did a lot of I believe he did Ironhide and the Dinobots at the time. I need to go back and see if I can find it, and Nick will put it up if I can find him. I can't remember his name.
The Dinobots from the 4th movie or whatever it was?
Or something like that. But at the time, that hadn't been released yet, so he was just like really kind of showing us early stage stuff, and it was a private environment, and like I definitely don't want him getting in trouble for like NDA stuff. Not that it matters
like
now.
The NDA you signed.
Yeah. But he was showing us his private portfolio and his like layered like arts and stuff, and it was really cool. And the amount of effort that continues to go into the cinematic Transformer designs, like I'm all about. I'm not here for the simplicity, and then maybe that's kind of where like the divide of generations comes through. But these simple designs have not aged well. Where if you go back and look at the Bayformers designs, it's been 10 years plus, 15 years almost. they hold up really good. Yeah, because didn't the first... Because I remember, I think Dark of the Moon came out in 2010, because the Linkin Park song is 10 years old. I don't know.
I don't know. We have to do
it's been a hot minute. Fact checking, Nick. Just like you can check out the Funky store, funky.store. I'm gonna plug this domain. You check that out. We got cool merch there, like the I Need Healing T-shirt. It's a new season of Overwatch, I'm sure, if you're watching this at release. So you need some cool shirts to commemorate the time. So funky.store, check that out.
Something I wanted to bring up here, and this is kind of a through line, or not a through line, but a thing I was noticing with both of these episodes, is that Optimus is very irresponsible in both of these episodes. He sends Spike off on a mission with Bumblebee to go spy on them. He's a human being. Like, he's gonna get smushed.
Well, I will say that kind of the arc of the first 3 episodes, or the Transformers like initial movie set, was about Optimus treating the humans as equals and seeing them as like allies, like true allies. So I don't have as much qualm with Optimus's characters as in trusting the humans to carry out missions, because they're kind of opting into it. It's like, I mean, we've given you plenty outs.
I mean, he's taken both of them to... There's the whole plan starting in this episode is he's taking every... Oh, I went back and rewatched the end of the 3rd episode because I just wanted to make sure I refreshed myself. But they're taking the 2 of them to Cybertron.
Yeah,
Spike's going to Cybertron. Like, that's the start of this episode.
That's his goal.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we can come with us, no problem. And I was like, I don't know how well you'll fare on Cybertron, but that'll be interesting.
Question marks across the board here. Optimus's character in this, because I have his, and we'll probably talk about this in later episodes, so make sure you check those out as they come through. Optimus's character is so ethereal as far as like in this series and in later movies and series as well. I think that like quote unquote humanizes him a little bit, is just like he questions his own leadership and like he's never quite sure and he makes mistakes. I think that's interesting, but I think critics today look at like, oh, like Optimus wouldn't do that when he like beheads characters in the movies and stuff, and just like completely like is like self-defeatist, specifically in the Bumblebee movie and in the Beast Wars movies, where he's like, I trapped my people here and I'm going to be kind of like a brooding aggro leader. Some of that comes through here in like the early depictions of Optimus, is like he has a lot of flaws.
Self-flagellation that we talk about in Blasphemous.
It's Blasphemous, yeah. You can watch. It's on the channel. You can check out Blasphemous. We're really plugging here in this little first set, but I just find that interesting, and maybe like recency bias comes through with the original Bayformers, like Transformer. I don't. Does the first Bayformers movie have a subtitle? I think it was just Transformers.
I think it was just called Transformers. Yeah.
Optimus's character is the most stoic and one-dimensional in that movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's pretty one-dimensional.
And movie. I think people really latched onto it. It's like that's my ideal Ice Optimus. Where I think
we
that's
had
like
so much to work. We had so much to work from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had four plus seasons of that.
Yeah.
This maybe 4. I think there was 4 seasons, and then Beast Wars, and so you kind of.
Well, Beast Wars is.
They had a lot to
technically
kind of
that is not Optimus. That is Optimus Primal, a completely different being.
The idea of Optimus. They had all of this to work from.
A prime.
Yes, a prime. Exactly.
Yeah, there seems to be an expectation of a prime. Definitely when we go into the War Cybertron series, which I definitely want to cover. The War Cybertron Optimus Prime.
Was that what was that? Was that a cartoon? Because I played the video games, but I don't know if it was a cartoon or if it was like what it was beyond the video games.
It was supposed to be a multimedia experience, so there was like the video games, I think there's comics, and the Netflix series, or micro series. I think it's only like 4 or 5 episodes, or like 3 arcs.
Okay.
Super good.
No, I never watched that. I only played the video games that had come out.
I think it's the best Transformers consumed media.
Okay.
I think I'll stand on that. I think I would take several hits on that hill. That's the best way to kind of get into Transformers.
Well, again, they had this to springboard into that.
Well, they cover a lot.
And the comic books, too, so they were able to kind of grab all of that media and put it together into one package.
Yeah, because I find it really funny, and I think that's kind of like the foundation that we're building this experiment on with Gen Wars is G1 Transformers and Beast Wars has really set a lot of precedents for current era medium because they tackle it in the Netflix series and they tackle it in the cinematic universe. So like, and there's a lot more. There's Armada, there's Energon, there's Prime, the Prime series, and all those, and All Spark is the new Nickelodeon one. I haven't gotten into that at all, but everything really does circle back to how timeless this original couple of sets are, and how much of a foundation they've set.
Yeah, they've been able to flush that story and really refine it over the years. From if we're going to also add in Beast Wars into those things, just to the whole Transformers as a whole. Obviously, we're going to do the Rise of the Beasts movie, which I still haven't watched yet as of this recording, but we know it's coming, so it's on the docket. Oh yeah, this right here where they trick them to go into the cave. They don't have a way out of the cave. There is no. It's a very poor plan.
You're right. They didn't show up behind them after they got so far in. Like they
lured them into the cave. They're even shot the cave door, and they were like, "Ha, you're trapped in here forever." And you're like, "What about you? You're trapped in here forever too."
Right. And we're still seeing only the same 4 characters.
Yep. Yeah. There's no. Actually, when the Decepticons leave the cave, there's one other Decepticon that we haven't seen throughout this whole episode, and I don't remember who it is. Maybe it's Rumble.
Okay.
But we don't see him come out of Soundwave here, so I'm not quite sure who it was.
I hate this net. This net triggers me.
What?
They keep using these mechanical nets when they should be like energy nets, in my opinion. I think they used energy nets earlier on. Like this coin purse net really pissed me off for no reason when I was watching it. I was like,
Nana's coin purse.
Yeah, I was just like, what the? How does that work? I don't like that. I didn't like it at all. And they even gave it like the settling metallic sound, like it would. Like they really fleshed out this mechanic.
Clunks to the ground like it's a big metal object.
It makes me unreasonably mad, and I'm accepting that as my own thing. But I don't know. And also there's an over reliance on physical mechanics when it's just like make it an energy axe, make it an energy mace, make it an energy net.
Yeah,
like
Optimus has got the energy axe, but then Megatron's got a saw blade in his hand.
Yeah, and then another gun.
Another gun.
I like that as Megatron's character. It's like, I'm just a gun, but also more guns. I like that. But it's kind of loose on when it's implemented. Earlier in the episode where he just gut checks Optimus, and he has his gun up in the mix, his full arm cannon, and doesn't
use it.
Doesn't fire it.
No,
confuses me.
It's only in certain instances.
Right. Just like the flying, selective, just soaring off into space kind of thing, but also.
And then so here, they gotta shoot their own way out of the cave that they just collapsed to. Oh, okay. So it's right here where we see.
Oh yeah.
That
I think
looks
it's like the full
Rumble.
Seeker squad, maybe.
Maybe I don't know off the top of my head. I'm sure if you know who that is, comments. I'm sure I'll find out. And then here you go. Go into gun mode to shoot down the cave again.
Right. Well, it also makes me mad because Megatron. Well, also no lip flap, but that's okay.
Yeah, they left
budget.
him just with his mouth open.
But they just shot their way out through a similar rubble pile, and they're like,
Yes.
"Nah, they're trapped forever. They're absolutely hosed. Can't do anything now. We've trapped them forever. We win."
They didn't take any of their guns. They didn't do anything. They just left him in the cave like they don't have their guns and can't shoot their own way out.
Right, because Starscream shot out. So, there could have been a way where it was like Megatron has to be in gun mode to overpower the rocks. Like, there's this like inception that his alt mode is just infinitely more powerful than a normal Transformer can blast through. Cool, I'll buy into that. But that's what they did. They didn't do it. Yeah. Kind of, I guess. Barely.
Kind of.
Oh my god, an energy net. That's crazy.
Which I don't even know who would have set that up.
Right.
I
guess Soundwave, yeah.
Well, I guess
But yeah, that's where what they should be doing is energy things.
Yes.
Even like in the I was like the third episode when Mirage actually blows up the Decepticon plane or jet. He floats down on a hard metal parachute. One would assume that he could make some sort of energy parachute. It like literally clunks to the ground. It doesn't fold on itself or anything. Right. There's also a shot up here where they screw up and have two Starscreams for multiple shots.
Oh no.
They didn't recolor them. It's supposed to be Skywarp or whoever that is.
Right. One of the other Seekers.
Yeah.
Oh lord. Oh great heavens.
Yeah, they like step into frame and you're like, oh, oops, someone screwed up.
Oopsie poo.
This was also very interesting that he has a multiple, like the most perfect sniper shots.
Yeah.
With
Oh
his
my god, that's some
cannon.
precision marksmanship there.
Precision of marksmanship.
I also have to question that they had a ship that really looks like the original alt forms for a lot of the Transformers.
Which ship are we talking about?
The one that like the capsule that they were going to take into the Sky Bridge that just exploded there.
Oh, on Cybertron.
Right,
Right here. Look at here's the two Starscreams. Whoops.
Oopsie. I'm the leader because it's me and also Skywalker.
I have duplicated myself. But yeah, then we only see 3 guys leaving, which, I mean, I guess there was only 4, maybe 5 to begin with. So.
Yeah.
This is also something I've noticed a reoccurring thing, and I'm sure it happens more and more, is they'll say, yay, we got rid of him, we killed him. And then Optimus is like, nope, I don't think so.
No.
I don't believe that to be
Not
true.
me.
Every time.
We literally just did that, and like, I and this is where I lean on your like experience as far as like Hasbro IPs, because I think this happens with like He-Man. Is He-Man Hasbro? I think He-Man is Hasbro as well. He-Man and G.I. Joe.
No, that might be Mattel.
Well, it's all Hasbro now, baby. So
It's all Hasbro.
He-Man, products of the time. He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers. It feels like an intentional, like gimmicky aesthetic. Well, Mattel's owned by Hasbro now. Yes? Question mark?
Are they?
Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Is Mattel owned by Hasbro? Hasbro made an offer to take over offer for Mattel at Mattel's worth. Mattel rejected the offer. No, I
Nope.
think they're
Okay,
still
well.
separate. Oh.
For
A
now,
merger between Mattel and Hasbro has been speculated for years, but yeah, so no.
I'm predicting the future. This will age like a fine wine in like 5 or 6 years. So I'll be 100% correct. To me, original G-War Transformers falls into that same really unpolished state that we're seeing here. Where like things don't make sense. We got coloring errors, and what makes me mad is that when you look at pieces today, they would never get away with those kind of errors. They would never get away with those kind of story elements and what kind of
Like continuity issues like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, you got a lot of eyes working on a project. Like, even when working at the animation studio that I worked at, there was, we'll say, 20 people working on different elements of it, and then we'd all sit in a room together and watch it, and many sets of eyes went on everything, and I was the last line of defense before it went out the door. And so even if I don't know if anything slipped past me, but it very well could have. But for the most part, with all the eyes looking at it, and then my final set of eyes, I was always like, hey, there's this one thing, let's fix that before it goes out the door, so we don't have this product where we have 2 Starscreams. That's not that. It happens twice. That same shot they reused, so you see the same Starscreams walk up, and I'm like, you're reusing shots and you didn't do it right.
Jeez Louise.
What the hell, guys?
Oh my lord.
It was the 80s. It was a different time.
A different time. Speaking of having eyes on stuff, that's the end of the episode. We appreciate you for watching all the way through and watching along with us on this Transformers journey, this generational conflict, the Gen Wars between Generation X and the Millennials. So we appreciate the likes and subscribes, checking out the Funky Store on both channels, Funky Games and Fire Hazard 508 Creations.
Yes.
Nick, sign us off so we can go into the next episode.
Ooh, what do we got next? Oh, that would be a Beast Wars. So, get over to Funky Games and come watch episode 4 with us over there. So I can get to slam some Beast Wars. I mean, say nice things about Beast Wars. I love Beast Wars.
The vastly superior product.
The vastly superior Transformers product, as you call it.
Yes, truly. Academy Award winning. Emmy Award. Oh, Emmy Award. It's one of those things. It's award winning piece of television cinema. So check that out, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
See ya.